Holy cannolis for those guys! The mafia madness of New Capenna is off to a very strong start as the story introduces us to some of the main characters of this storyline. And I gotta tell you guys, the Phyrexian pedal is not letting up in Magic the Gathering. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Ether Hub. I'm Simon, bringing you the story of Magic the Gathering. Now, with the story of New Capenna, I was planning on letting the entire story come out over the preview season for this set, and then do a big compilation-style video covering the lore in its entirety once it was out. While I'm still planning on doing just that, I had to make this video early because, wow. The first episode dropped some major lore indications right from the gabagool, as we get a quick glimpse of the various families of New Capenna and their views for the plane's future. We see a new visitor to the world skulking about in foreign garb. It's a planeswalker, and one we are familiar with, Vivian Reed. The bow-slinging, animal ghost capturing nature activist has traveled to New Capenna simply searching for a world that reminds her of her home plane of Scala. Scala, for you Vorthos nerds out there, will remember that it was destroyed long ago by Nicol Bolas, and since then, she's been seeking a world that balances the natural and the artificial side of things. Pretty much a plane that's the opposite of Ravnica, which was more steel than bark. Here on New Capenna, Vivian quickly discovers that, yeah, this is not the world that she was hoping for. New Capenna is the central and, to her best knowledge, the only inhabited section left on this plane. The city is surrounded by a barrier, and beyond it is a seemingly barren world. What she finds in New Capenna is a metallic wonderscape, where artifice has replaced what nature was once here. Think of Kaladesh, but on steroids. Leaves are now stained glass smelted into beautiful windows, and waterfalls are mimicked by hammered metal. There isn't a shred of wilderness left in New Capenna, and Vivian expects her visit here to be a short one. As she takes a lift down to the lower levels of New Capenna, looking for roots or fossils or pretty much anything buried underneath the surface that is natural and real, she walks into a dragon union meeting. Like, seriously, a dragon is spurring manual laborers with cries to cripple the rich with their united defiance and shoddy girders. Vivian isn't so interested in this rally, but she does grab the attention of another visitor, another traveler to New Capenna who picks her out of the crowd because of her odd clothing. Another planeswalker approaches Vivian and invites her to a meeting of others not from New Capenna. Vivian had grown suspicious with the death of her world. No one, especially planeswalkers, could be trusted, and if multiple planeswalkers were here now, that means something bigger was taking place. The last time she encountered multiple planeswalkers on the same plane, the War of the Spark broke out. She wouldn't blindly follow this man without first knowing the nature of this meeting, and more importantly, this man and his companion's name. The planeswalker introduces himself proudly and without disguise as Tezzeret. Yes, Tezzeret is in New Capenna, and you won't believe who his ally is. Urabrask, the red-aligned praetor of New Phyrexia. Yes, that Urabrask is with Tezzeret. So first, I'd like to address people commenting on my videos thinking that New Capenna wouldn't feature Phyrexians. Well, sorry to say, it looks like that's not correct. Oddly enough, we have Tezzeret and Urabrask working together, which is, well, something I didn't see coming either. In case you guys don't know, Urabrask is indeed a praetor of New Phyrexia, but he isn't considered a maddened evil force like its brethren. In fact, Urabrask was ousted by Elesh Norn because he didn't adhere to the grand plan of New Phyrexia, the idea to perfect the entire multiverse. Now, it's not known what Urabrask's true intentions are here on New Capenna, but he likely isn't working with Elesh Norn or the others in their ongoing mission that we've seen take place on planes like Kaldheim and Kamigawa. What Tezzeret says in the final lines of his interactions with Vivian before they go to meet Urabrask is that they're all fighting on the same side. the side of freedom, which is rather odd coming from the man who aided in the completion of Tamiyo, and by all accounts is working hand in hand with Elish Norn in New Phyrexia's ultimate mission. What we see here on New Capenna is the inkling of Tezzeret's betrayal to his New Phyrexian masters. Or, in my opinion, more likely Tezzeret playing both sides of a war to come in the effort to secure his own personal power at the end of it. Based on the information we have with the history of New Phyrexia, I cannot fathom a story in which Urabrask is willingly helping his former Praetor allies. Tezzeret saying that they're on the side of freedom suggests that Urabrask may be leading the resistance of Mirrodin against his own kin. But again, don't trust good guy Tezzeret just yet. Urabrask may be on the side of freedom, but like a true mafia boss, Tezzeret only truly cares about Tezzeret and is likely a double agent, all in the pursuit of the New Phyrexian throne for himself. So there you go guys, just a little juice to be squeezed from the early New Capenna story, which is set to have way more planeswalkers involved than I originally thought. We have Tezzeret, Vivian Reed, Elspeth, and Ob Nixilis all involved, and now with the addition of Urabrask, who we still don't even know why they've traveled to New Capenna in the first place. Maybe he just wants to don a fedora and smoke a big stogie. I don't know, I'm pretty bad with mafia tropes. They aren't my forte. Maybe he's looking to whack someone. Okay, I'm done, I'll stop. Anyway, this looks to be a really exciting story, guys. One that's pushing the New Phyrexian plot further along, and I, for one, am already loving it. Remember, you can check out the full story by Wizards of the Coast and written by Elise Kova, linked in the video's description. If you want to pay respects to the Godfather, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can catch the entire New Capenna story here on the channel when it drops. As always, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, see ya!